I typed in afternoon quickie for makeup, and then I was like, these perverts, they're gonna think I'm saying something else. Anyways, hi. I don't know what day is it. Is today Friday? Yeah. Happy Friday. I want to do a real quick makeup look. So many people are so scared of makeup. Like, it takes forever. And so I want to show you that no, it doesn't. And I want to do a real quick look because I have to leave in like 10 minutes to go get my son. So I want to show you how I can go from this to not this in just a couple of minutes. It said I was putting my text number here, but I almost put my personal number. That probably would have been smart. Hey, Amanda. Hey, you guys. For free color match. Yes, it says pervs. I said afternoon quickie, and then I was like, I should probably write that it's like a makeup quickie, and then I was like, you pervs. I'm a dork. Okay, so let's just get right into it because I only have 10 minutes. First things first, I want to show you guys this shape brush. This is pretty much probably the only one I'm going to use. Yes, if you have the older you are, the more mature skin you have, the more texture and lines and wrinkles, get this makeup. Comment match. I'll send you my color match form. I'm telling you, you'll be like, I'm silly for not trying this sooner. Okay, so I am taking this. Gotta get fake eyelashes. You had me at pervs. That's why y'all are my friends. Because that's how you find your people. You say the weird things, and the weirdos will come out, and they'll be like, I'm your people. I'm taking this weird dark illuminator called what's it called? Glow Illuminator. And I'm just putting this all over, right? So I'm creating kind of like an underglow. So this is a really great way to get a really pretty underpainting. I don't know if that's really a word or a thing, but it is now today. Okay, so I'm just dusting that all over to get a really pretty glow. Although this makeup is pretty glowy on its own, so you'll probably really like how it looks on your skin, even without using this, but I really like that extra glow. 38 years old, and even with all the skincare, this makeup is the best for mature skin. It really is. It really is good makeup. Like, I'm not someone who's into gimmicks, so when I say it's good, it's because I'm honest about, like, I guess liars say they're honest too. Anyways, whatever. A thief will always say, I'll never steal your stuff. Whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. I do have my own words. Anyways, the makeup is really good. Just freaking try it. If you don't like it, you can return it. They have like a 30-day. You won't return it. You'll like it, but it's fine. Okay, so now I've applied this kind of illuminator all over. Now I'm just going to go in kind of all willy-nilly and do a little light dusting. So this color is like my main shade or my main highlight. Just kind of sweeping into it like it's a powder, and then I'll lightly kind of dust this all over. So this makeup is really light. This is not like your liquid foundation. So this is not doing like a coat of paint. We're doing like a light dusting as if it's a powder. So if you kind of dust it on like it's a powder, you'll see how easy it is, right? And so you just kind of lightly dust all over, and you'll see that these colors they look like they don't match your skin tone at first, but once you blend them in, the opacity is different than liquid foundation. So what you'll find is that not only does it absolutely match your skin, but it also, not only does it match your skin, but it also color corrects. So you see that pink tone is kind of being eliminated a little bit. So now I'm going from super pink to a little bit less pink, and it just looks really pretty. But your skin tone, whatever your skin tone is, I can match you. So whenever I put down here comment match, or you can just text me too. But comment the word match, it'll send you my color match form on the little on your Instagram DM, and it'll say do this color match, and then you just upload a selfie. So I just lightly kind of swept that all over like it's a powder. Okay, that's my shape brush. I really love this brush because it's really light, really pretty. And you see how you can still see my skin? It's not cakey. It's not weird and grimy and gross and like caked on and all willy-nilly. It's not disgusting at all. So this is just a light dusting. So if you are a full coverage girl and you're like, yeah, that's not full coverage enough for me, hold your panties on. I got this. So this makeup is called 3D foundation because it's not just one color that makes up your foundation, right? So you can do this light. You can kind of build it up to get a little bit of a heavier look. I'm 62. It's amazing on older skin. I've seen an improvement over the last year. Good skin. Yes, I'm telling you, I stopped breaking out completely when I started using this makeup about 2 weeks after. And after I stopped breaking out, like now even when I get my period, I maybe get one pimple. It's very hydrating. There's no alcohol in it. Like your face is not like craving hydration and moisture. Hey babe, what's up? Oh, thank you. My husband, he's distracted me. ADHD squirrel. Okay, so I just use this main shade. Now I'm going to use a contour shade. So my contour is I like to describe it as like a grayish, greenish kind of shadowy color. It's not gray and green. It looks brown, but it does have those colors in it. And I just kind of dust this on. When you text Mackenzie for a match, you're basically besties. Yes, it's true. Because I don't know, I feel like if you're in my messages like, hey girl, I want a color match, like we're friends now. Like we're our periods are gonna sync. It's fine. The scream I scrumped when I read that description. Because I typed quickie and I was like, delete. No, I'm gonna leave it. My people will show up. Like not a like sexy quickie, but like a makeup quickie. I mean, makeup can be sexy. I think makeup is pretty, whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm just I use the small end of the shape brush and just kind of dust it. And I'm just kind of building a little bit because I like a little bit of a heavier look. Do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. But you can contour under your lip. You can contour under your cheekbones or on top of your cheekbones, however you want. I stopped looking up burritos. You stopped looking up burritos. Oh my gosh. You woke up to baby. It's just a baby. Okay, so, and then for a little nose contour, this is not something that has to be like perfection, right? We are not going for perfection. It's like, this is kind of like good enough. My 10-year-old son put makeup on my face and I was like, this is a dumpster fire. And then I blended it in and I was like, that's actually good. And it was fine. Like it was good. I love that. I love even when you don't go anywhere and you just put on a little bit of makeup and it just makes you feel really pretty. So I've applied I applied this illuminator shade all over to kind of give that glow. I did my main shade. This is a light dusting. See how I'm just using this brush to lightly dust like it's a powder? And then I used my contour to create a little bit of shape. You can add more if you want to really zhuzh it up. Most people really like to go light, and most people don't have to go any more than just a little light. And then I take a brightening highlight, which is like a concealer, and I just kind of pop it right here in the inner corners. And in your T-zone, this kind of creates that brightness in the area where we really want to we really want to add that pop of bright to give us that dimension, right? So we just kind of add the brightness right there. And then the same brush that I just used for my contour, you can literally blend that in. So these colors it's not like dipping into wet paint and then dipping into another wet paint and then the colors mix. It's not like that. So this makeup doesn't, like, you don't have to change your brush every color or whatever. Need your PI take on digging rolled up rug. Digging up. Ooh, what was in it? What do you mean? Dig it up. If you're asking for my permission, I am never going to say no. When my friends are like, when I go shopping with my friends, they're like, which one should I get? And I'm like, all of them. Like, don't ask me, do it. Like, I will never be your voice of reason. I will never be like, no, maybe you should call the police. No, dig it up. I will say call the police, but then I'll also be like, go dig it up. Okay, so see how I just kind of tapped that bright color in? So when you look at I have a rogue hair. When you look at my face, you're starting to see that it's bright here. It's dark here. So my face is starting to take shape. So even though I'm 40, I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a more youthful look by creating that shape that I didn't have before, right? The Lord, listen, he forgot my cheekbones at one point. It was fine. It's fine. I forgive you, Lord. But anyways, this is bronzer, and I'm just using the same brush to tap into my bronzer, tap it on my skin. This is literally the easiest makeup you'll ever use. And I think at first, a lot of people are like, it's really hard because you're trying to apply it the way we learned in 8th grade how to apply makeup. Slather, blend, repeat with the powder, and then repeat with the concealer and do all the things, right? This is not that. This is just lightly kind of dusting, tapping in. We're not pulling makeup across our face or like painting our face. We're just kind of tapping everything in. Literally, that's how we're applying. And look how these colors all sit together. So it's kind of like a really, it's super, super light. Like you don't feel anything on your face. It feels like a second skin. It doesn't feel cakey and weird. It's not going to settle in your lines and wrinkles. And I know some of y'all are like, will it settle my lines and wrinkles? And, because I don't want to try it. And I'm like, try this compared to your other foundation. Ask how many of these people on here, how many of y'all tried Saint and then thought you were slick and went back to your other makeup to be slick. And then you were like, well, I'm a dumb. And then you went back and you were like, yep, I was right. I'm glad I switched to Saint. Because I'm telling you, most people do that. They're like, well, I don't need more Saint. I'll just go to the store. And they try it and they're like, well, that was a dumb mistake. It's so good. Oh, yes. That's a good point. So if it's cold in your house, like my husband's a penguin. He's an Eskimo, so we live in an igloo. And so in my bedroom, and the vanity that in my bedroom, the vent is like pointing straight down on my desk, on my vanity. And so it's like ice cold. But in my office, I control the temperature because it's my space and he's not allowed in here without a permission slip. And so I control the temperature where it's nice and warm and I'm not freezing to my bones. And yes, your makeup is a little more malleable when it's a little warmer. Yeah, powder, but this is not a powder. This is a cream. So if you are someone who has mature skin, I highly recommend this. But if you're talking about the setting powder, you can use a setting powder even with mature skin. And even if you use a whole entire like powder ass makeup with mature skin, you can do that. The only thing that really happens is as we get older, we start to lose hydration, and powder it sucks that it takes the hydration from your skin and pulls it out, just like liquid foundations do because it has alcohol in it. This doesn't do that. So this will actually just hydrate all day, give you a really pretty glow. I just use this color Nude on my cheeks. This color Royal. I top it with Sunshine State. Aren't these pretty? Dark outside and bright in the middle. Yep. Okay, so see what I mean? Really, really pretty. I've just given myself dimension, but I don't look like a clown. And look at the colors that I used. I used foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, illuminator. And it seems like a lot of things, but when you kind of put them together, look how light it is on my skin. You can still see my skin. I am a human woman with real, actual moving skin. I have pores. I have texture. I have lines. I don't really quite have a lot of wrinkles, but I do have texture on my skin. And if anybody tells you like, oh, we can hide your texture, like you can, like you really can camouflage it, but there's no product that should be taking away your wrinkles so much, like unless it's a scalpel. Otherwise, it's probably way too thick, way too heavy, and it's gonna start like caking and creasing. We'll be in the UK by November as far as I know. What do you use for your eyebrows? I actually use the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I've been using this for years. You can also, when I color match you guys, the contour shade that I match you to will likely match your eyebrows or be complementary to your eyebrows. So if you wanted to use your cream contour to fill in your brows, you can do that too. I personally really like the Benefit, the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I use shade 2.5. It's really, really good, and I just use it to kind of feather in and just kind of add a little bit more bold to my brows just to kind of make my look pop. And it's just really pretty and really simple. And also with these palettes, when I color match you, I will recommend some really pretty shades for you to use, but you can get whatever you want. Also, the new setting powder that just dropped, I think, mine falls without powder. Your what falls without powder? Your makeup? I have freckles and everyone wants to hide them. I don't want to. That's a good question with the freckles. If you are a freckle girl, I have very, 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 very fair skin, snow white fair skin girls with freckles, red hair, and blue eyes. And this is what they use for foundation. What's cool is that when you take this Bella bronzer, this will give you a really beautiful sheer coverage to even your skin tone, right? But it will not make your freckles chalky or cover them up, but it will even the skin tone. So instead of trying to find, how do I match my skin tone to a foundation? Because when you match a skin tone to your foundation, whatever freckles are there are going to get chalky when you put that foundation over it, right? So by taking a really light sheer bronzer like this, dusting it over your skin, and that's your foundation. And I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. So if you are a freckle girl and you want to try that, I'm telling you, you have to try it. Yeah, we're in Canada too. How do you fix broken eyeshadows? Drop alcohol into it and press it with your finger. I had someone at another company tell me she could hire them for me without saying a word. Wait, what? Okay, so the new setting powder that just dropped, this is called the Feather Blotting Dust. And see how I use this brush for everything? And it's not, I'm putting it into my blotting feather new, whatever this is called, setting powder. and the colors just don't transfer. So I like to apply a setting powder right here in my T-zone just for a little bit of added brightness. It controls the oil, sets your makeup. All the jazz. Yeah, you don't want it to look gray because as we get older too, the more mature we get, the more sallow our skin starts to look. We don't need help making our skin look older. Like, it's already going to do it, right? So yeah, message me or text me anytime. And then if you want to pop on like a really nice eyeshadow, this color is the new one called Spell. This is October's shade of the month because Spell. And this is a really pretty easy shade to wear. She looks really dark, but she's not. You don't have to be scared of her. She's just a really beautiful, kind of chocolatey brown. And you can wear her really light or you can build her up. I like to use my fingers sometimes just to kind of, you can smudge it a little bit more with your fingers. But it's just a really pretty nice way to add a little pop of whatever to your eyeballs. And then this color called Drift right here with the eye boogers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's literally it. That's your whole makeup bag. That's it. I just you saw it. You seen it with your own face. So I used illuminator, and then if you want to pop on a little bit of added glow on top, here's a lighter illuminator color. These are really versatile, and this is a makeup that you do not have to be scared of at any time. It's really, really cool. You'll love it. Okay. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you. It's the makeup. Anyways, comment match. Get a free color match. The color match is free. I will match you, do the thing, and then I'll send you your matches, and then you can text me and you can say, hey, like, you know, here's my questions. Everything is individual. It's all customized. You choose the brushes, you choose the shades. They're only $16 a piece. All the shades are $16, and then you choose whatever brush you want. This one is the shape brush. I try to use different brushes different times to kind of, you know, show you different applications, but you can, you know, whatever works for you. All the brushes are double-ended. They're beautiful. The bristles are nice and dense for this particular makeup. You will love it. I don't care how old you are. I have 90-year-old customers. I have 12-year-old customers. Like, oh, it's called Glow. It's called Glow. Isn't that pretty? Really, really nice. Really nice. Yeah, I'm so glad you love it. It really is game changing. I think it's so empowering because it makes makeup easy. You know what I mean? When it's kind of not sometimes from what I'm learning. Anyways, okay, comment match, get a free color match. I love you guys so much. Please let me know what questions you have, or if you have eyeshadow looks you want me to try. I'm here for it. You know, I'm the eyeshadow queen. Like, I'm an eyeshadow junkie. Okay, so do it. Okay, love you. Have a great day. Bye.